Welcome to Breaking News Today. The like button, and if you're new, make sure they hit that subscribe button down below and turn on my post.
After Obama's strange portrait unveiled, people horrified as Barack does one sick thing. Former President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle were on hand at the Washington, D.C. Smithsonian Museum as their official portraits were unveiled. People were definitely polarized by the non-traditional portraits, and many were upset, saying Michelle Obama's portrait looked nothing like her, which is true. But, it wasn't until people started to study all aspects of Barack's portrait that they became utterly horrified as the former president did one sick thing. What in the hell were the Obamas thinking? If you have not seen their official portraits, then you may need to brace yourself. Let's be clear, these two portraits are so ridiculous, and it has nothing to do with politics. People across the country, no matter of how they identify politically, are shocked at how horrible the paintings are for a few reasons. Fox News reports, the National Portrait Gallery on Monday unveiled portraits of former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama, to a very mixed reception. Even though Barack Obama praised Baltimore-based artist Amy Sherald for so spectacularly capturing the grace and beauty and intelligence and charm and hotness of the woman I love, many critics on social media slammed the rendition of the former First Lady. Their main question, is that really her? Michelle's portrait looks like a cross between Beyoncé and J. Lo, while Barack is sitting in what looks like the Queen's garden up against the ivy wall, as the ivy creeps up his legs. So, why would the Obamas ask these artists, who do this type of modern style, to do their official portraits? Fox News adds, if the First Lady was disappointed in the she was far too gracious to let on. After her portrait was unveiled, the former First Lady said she was a little overwhelmed, to say the least. Michelle said, I'm also thinking about all the young people, particularly girls and girls of color, who in years ahead will come to this place and they will look up, and they will see an image of someone who looks like them hanging on the wall. Well, it sure doesn't look like the former First Lady, so maybe whoever is in the portrait will visit it one day. Good call by Michelle. But, we haven't even touched on the really scary and disturbing thing about the portraits. So brace yourself. Again, here's where it gets really creepy. After looking into each artist, there is no doubt they both were chosen because they are known for their work, which is a type of African American art. The artists solely focus on African, or black, non-traditional portraits. But, there is something very disturbing about the artwork of Kehinde Wiley, the artist who painted Barack. It seems Wiley has several portraits of a black woman holding the severed head of a white woman. Then, there's his Black Panther militant portrait. We think you get the picture of what is going on here, and why Barack said he bonded with Wiley. Yes, Obama said that they shared common backgrounds. Obama knew Wiley's picture of the beheadings would be a huge middle finger to all the bad, racist, white people. That's how he sees all Donald Trump supporters. Now, there are those on social media trying to argue that the above painting, and one other by Wiley that is very similar, is depicting a scene out of the Bible. I can't make this stuff up. One person argued it was Judith cutting off the head of Holofernes, a story in the Old Testament. Well, no, Judith cut the head off of a man, not a white woman. Many Americans were not shocked at all. They think the Obamas wanted to cause a stir, and of course, it would come out that this Kehinde Wiley has some issues when it comes to his artwork. Then, there is Obama's portrait looking like that of one of other dictators. Scott Payne shared a picture and tweeted, "This is a effing joke, right? Different flowers. Anyone see the pot leaves? Obama portrait. Why do leftists always want their heroes in beds of flowers?" It was pretty clear Americans aren't seeing these portraits as works of art, but they sure were having fun making up memes. What is sad is that those paintings will go into the Smithsonian and, for generations, kids will be perplexed about what went wrong with the 44th president. Why is he hiding out in bushes? Well, by now, you must be shaking your head, along with the rest of us who have seen what we can now not unsee. There's a pretty good chance Michelle and Barack Obama didn't see the portraits before they were finished, but what did they expect? A simple Google search and you will find what type of art these people do. So, it's their own fault, and now, they will have to live with those horrible pictures as their lasting legacy.